Did someone say Manta? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? How's everyone? How's everyone's Monday? Mine, I'll tell you right now, was dreadful. I had the worst Monday ever, man. Legitimately the worst. Manta build today. How you guys doing? I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the Manta too. Hell yeah. I like that. We do like that. Okay, we're gonna be doing 7U with this bad boy today. I'm also feeling the Manta 2. Manta 2? What mouse is this? This is... what is it called again? The MX Master 4. I would say this is the only Logitech product at the moment. Maybe that gaming mouse, but I don't know. The gaming mouse seems alright, but this one here is probably their best product. Monday's not the best for sure, but luckily not the worst either. Oh, my camera is weird. Hold on, I didn't adjust. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Oh, it does not like that there. I changed my camera, the lens. You want to know why? This other lens, the focus on it, although this one here is probably no better right now. The focus of this one here, when I was trying to use it this morning to record something, kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I don't know what was causing it. So I'm just gonna... actually, I don't even know if this will focus. Yeah, I'm just gonna like not use it for now until I figure out what's going on. So luckily I had a backup lens, but it's like 40mm only. So it's pretty like far back, or I had to like readjust my whole entire camera setup. So you can actually like, there's a lot now, a lot of real estate. I don't know, dude, it just was like freaking out. And I was looking at like decent lenses. Like this seems pretty stable, no? I feel like normally this would have been freaking out back and forth, like trying to focus on my face and stuff. Oh, okay. I do have to change some settings on it then. I mean, there's not much I can do. I didn't even notice that. Looks good. Okay. Yeah, perhaps I need to change the shutter speed to something different then. Perhaps. You know, I was considering it, but I also move like in and out a lot. Hoping it's not the phase focus. I don't know. It'll be a shame if this particular lens is just causing some issues, because this lens... I also changed up this to be a bit more of a square. I don't know, just because the lens is so wide. I don't know, whatever. This is like a pretty nice 50mm for my Sony lens. Sorry, I didn't have... I should put this here on. Pretty nice lens here, but it's okay. Do you think Zudit would look good on Vaza? Absolutely. I think it's the right green. Okay, I'm not using my Manta because I took my Manta to a meetup and I just left it inside my bag. So I'm using Kohaku today. Hi Mike, how you doing?
Hey, wishing everyone a peaceful week.
I hope so. I hope this week is peaceful. I've had a weird Monday morning so far. So, and thank you so much for the support, man. I really do appreciate it. Did I see a PL to E adapter? No. This one here is just a straight up Sony Carl Zeiss lens. I don't know. This one here I didn't pick. This is not a crazy lens to pick up, but it's been like my favorite. But you know what? I don't mind this 40mm angle here. I'm even considering just getting a 35 for the Sony and maybe get something with a bit more of a shallow background, because this is only a 2.8 that I have on the camera right now. But you know what? It's not that bad. Like, it's pretty cool. Me and Need Sleep, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you. Feels more like a talk show somehow. A little bit, right? I don't know, you can see more of me, right? But yeah, I kind of want to pick up one now. I do. Although I should turn this little light off in the background. Can we see the back of the Kohaku? Yes, give me one moment.
Hello. Built my first Manta of 5 this weekend. Sounds amazing with firefinches.
Ooh, you tried the firefinches? Do you feel like they're different from other cherry switches, or? Thank you, Baron, and thank you again, me. I appreciate that. I love that hoodie. Dude, this hoodie's sick, right? I have like 3 hoodies in my arsenal of clothing, which it's like 50% of my clothes. I love this one here. This one here I always feel really cool in. Always do. Gotta peep the new Viltrox. Dude, Viltrox lenses are pretty sick, huh, Flyback? So nice.
I'm sorry, did this MF just say 5 mantas?
Wait, who said 5 mantas? First manta 5. Oh, did Baron get 5 mantas? Or did he get 5 PCBs? This is the lens, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. I'm hoping it's not the lens. I'm hoping it's just the camera. Maybe the camera just didn't click well or something. Oh, mix and match. Well, thank you, Baron. Appreciate you. A few people actually messaged me about mix match stuff, so. If Wolverine wasn't into mech keyboards, what would be, or if he was into mech keyboards, I don't know. What would Wolverine be into? Yeah, dude, Viltrox even has a Fuji lens. Not that I'm probably going to pick it up, but like they have some pretty decent Fuji stuff too. I mean, dude, I think they're killing it right now. They've been a good keyboard, or not keyboard, lens manufacturer, I guess. I don't know if they're a or like they're like a sub-seller of some other brand, but I've been liking their stuff. I got to like test run one last time I was at a camera shop, and it was pretty impressive for the price. Manta with Type R's today. A yellow unicorn. Oh, maybe, yeah. Hello, Mr. Toes. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing okay. Honestly, it's been a bit of a wild ride today. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm a little on edge today, just because. So, long story short, I'll tell you guys about my day before we get into the build. This morning, I woke up. I had a lot of work to do. I didn't get through all the work I wanted to yesterday, even though I worked all day yesterday. Boxster, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, man. And I got through a bunch of stuff this morning. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I have to start, because I've been waiting for a nice day where it's not raining or really windy, so I can go outside and flame patina 1 or 2 different mantas that I'm doing for clients. So today was a nice day. A little cold, but still a nice day. I go outside, the copper's not patinaing. And then on top of that too, even though I had I had wiped down everything on the copper with distilled water, it just, I don't know, it did look like there was some sort of residue on it, probably from the factory. So I was like, okay, let's reset this. So I quickly ran and picked up a bigger torch. So nice. And
what is the best chess piece? 20 months of Sigma. Wow.
The Rook. I like the Rook. So in B, I got a bigger torch. Also, thank you, AMD. Appreciate you, man. So then I got home. I decided I was going to go flame patina with the big torch. It's a manual torch, and I try to light it. It ain't turning on. So when you're using a manual torch, you have to like use like a flint stick or whatever, or just like another lighter. Nothing I was doing. I even tried using the other smaller torch to light the bigger torch. Nothing. At this point here, I'm feeling super defeated. I'm like, hey, how do I patina this other manta? And by the way, cleaning copper, which I've never done before, is so easy. You can even reset most of your flame patina. Because the first flame patina I did, I say in quotations, because it wasn't that pretty, I reset it all just by literally using polish. So if you guys are interested, just buy yourself some Brasso or something and a little microfiber cloth, run it over some use some hot water, and then just wipe, and it's like completely clean. And I redid it and it turned out it turned out way better the second time, but midway through I ran out of gas. So it's only half patinaed right now. I learned something interesting about the production copper versus the
Hope
prototype
weather is
copper.
good in Toronto. Finally a 20°C day in Alberta.
It was like 4 degrees here, man. Let me show you guys this. Very, very interesting. So this is the one I did, right? For myself. So take a look at this. It has very interesting tones, like I would say almost more of like a yellow-green tone to it, right?
As long as you don't lose the gas to stream, we're all good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. I'll try. Here is, so far, it's not done yet. look at the difference in color. This copper has a lot more red to it. But like, look how cool the patterns are on this one versus this. Well, we're not patinaing this piece. This I'm actually gonna clean. Believe it or not, this piece here was just like this. So I'm gonna polish this. I'm gonna do that last though. I'm not gonna do it right now. No, same everything, Flyback. Same setup. Same everything. But if you look at the actual piece of copper though, even if you look at it from this side, I didn't patina the inside of this. It is much more yellow, which is interesting. And this one here has definitely a warmer tone to it. Well, not that you can really see, but has a warmer tone. Are the patterns related to how much oils is in the copper? Beats me. But this one here is turning out really cool. Basically, I want to get all this pattern scattered throughout. And then what I want to do is I want to like bring the pattern upwards this way, shoot it upwards. So I think that'll look really nice. Because you know what? As much as I like the pattern that I did, I don't like the fact that you can't really see the fins as much on the one that I did. Right? The fins kind of disappear, so I do want to like draw with like with the fins. So I think it's gonna look a lot nicer. But like from a distance, I actually much prefer the color of this one than the color of this one. This seems almost dull in comparison, and I've made sure that you like the green one more. Well, I don't think I can replicate that, unfortunately. It's two very different colors of copper, which is, I don't know, it's cool. But yeah, that was part of my day here. That was part of my day. Pretty fun, pretty fun. And then what else? And then I went to go do... Yeah, I'm kind of like the red and orange and blue kind of myself. So there's also some other chemicals I could do on this, but I'm not going to... This is a client one, so I'm just not going to practice. It was my camera. See, this is kind of what I mean. I don't know if it's just the Sony camera, but I'm not going to practice on this one here. I'm probably going to clear coat this one here once I'm done. I think that's why the other one, my old one, has lost so much sheen. It just probably needs a clear coat, or I need to redo some stuff, but we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much like it for now, because I ran out of gas. Tomorrow I'm going to have to pick up some more. And then yeah, that's it. I'm going to be honest though, like, there was a bunch of other stuff. Dude, my day's been stupid. Like, I think I've also learned that I don't want to put up with some bullshit anymore. Because today was like tippity top, like I had to put up with a few other things during the day. And I do think there are certain personalities that I shouldn't even know. Adam, I love you. You don't have to leave. I do think there are certain personalities in which I just, even though they probably mean no harm, I just can't fucking deal with. And I gotta like learn to just like remove that kind of shit out of my life, which I did a little bit of today. So I can't deal with some of it, you know. What did Bull do? Bull did nothing. He's too beautiful of a man. Been thinking about putting my QK65 in the sun for a long time. I don't know the answer to that. Well, Bleach the Anno, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think it turned out really cool so far. I'm pretty happy with this part. This is the only part that I really finished. I need to do it some over here, and then some over here, and then here. And then, like I said, I'm going to try to like direct the flames upwards. I'm really sad, though. The bigger torch I bought is broken. So I think this is going to be a multi-day project. I don't think this is going to be like a... overnight project, unfortunately. This one here I did in one afternoon, but I did so many fuck ups. Like there's even big scuffs and scratches. Like even here, like something dropped on this as I was doing it and I just said screw it. I forgot to take off all the residue for this. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of screw ups here. Now that I know, I didn't know that you can just literally polish this. I am most likely going to polish this and restart. My own personal preference here, I I literally don't like this as much as the one I'm doing today. So, dang, I think the second one is actually really cool looking. I don't know. I know you guys have loved this since day one, but it's never what I've actually wanted to do with it. Which I appreciate, by the way. All right. Now to build our Manta. So this is... I haven't built this version of the Manta yet. This is the Machinist with a copper bottom. Oh, and then I also want to patina the pillars as well. I think it'll look really cool with patinaed pillars. I already started. I did this a little bit, just a little bit of heat to that, but I didn't get too far. No, this is a Machinist one. Alex, do you know when the lubed granite switches are coming back to stock? I don't know. I'd have to ask Mike. Okay, we're just going to put this aside for now. And let's grab our other stuff out. I hope soon. Waiting for my PC Unicorn to arrive. Already have an aluminum one. What differences could I expect in terms of sound? It'll definitely be more bassy and probably lighter in sound profile. Yeah. Probably bassier. You probably won't get as that kind of like pop. Maybe you still will, actually, depending on the plate. Maybe it is going to be more plate dependent. I don't know, though, because I haven't really used a polycarbonate unicorn, you know? You should finish the patina, then if you have a pumice top, use it instead of the raw, will look insane. Well, I don't know if this client does, but I could just swap them for photos. But then again, because I plan to get more butane, and then also I'm just going to see if Home Depot has like a nicer torch than the one I have, so I can actually do patterns that I want to do. But yeah, pretty cool. I still wish there was a clear coat raw copper fin. Honestly, I don't, if I'm being real with you guys, like, I don't know if I want to do raw copper ever again. Maybe select things will do raw copper. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people just like it raw with the shininess, which now makes me think, okay, we should offer something clear coated. Or people bought it, they like it raw, but they don't like, they're very particular on how it patinas. So I don't know. For next time, I'm still using the tiny food torch. I actually want to upgrade, but so I got that today. I went to go buy a propane torch today, and it didn't work. So that's going to be my tomorrow's task. Because ultimately, if I get the propane torch and it works nicer, then I'm just going to reset this patina and then do it with the bigger torch. It's kind of like, it's like an eraser. I don't know why, it blows my mind. But just using the copper polish, it literally just takes off all the flame patina and then you can just start over again. So it's pretty cool. I didn't know, like I said, I'm not familiar with all this stuff. It's my second time ever doing it. So I actually think this is going to be fun because we're keeping the base raw and then the fin will be flame patinaed. So I think that'll look really good. All right. I don't know if we'll use the silicone today. Get one that works and you'll be good. Yeah, that's going to be my tomorrow's task. I'm going to try it, like after I'm done stream today, I'm going to try to rest early tonight and just like get as much done as I possibly can tomorrow, and then get flame patina stuff done tomorrow too, because I want to do a few. All right, I already QC'd these. Oh wait, is the plates in here too? We're using Gateron Type Rs today. Did you not like the plain patina on your Manta? I like the one that's on the production unit. I've said this since day one. I don't really like the one that I did. I think it was just all right. Like, it turned out good still. But can you stencil a blowtorch for patina? What do you mean by that? Ooh, also, what plate are we using today? I think it's dealer's choice today. I really feel like we should use carbon fiber today. Carbon fiber with Type Rs. I think it'll slap. But I know I love the PP plate on this board.
8 months for the greatest keyboard stream on the internet.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Actually, hold on. Let me message the client. 1 second. See if they have any preferences. Because I know it's my choice still, but... I'm not sure how many times you've heard this, but the fact you and Bull made an instant classic on the first try with Manta is not normal. Really enjoying the aesthetic of my Manta. Thank you, man. The fact that you consider it a classic is definitely something special to me. I vote CF. I know I'm considering CF too. I actually just wrote to the client that I'm considering carbon fiber just because I kind of want it to pop with the Type Rs. The PP is really good for linears that you want to still have character to them. You know what? I am going to do this. Let's do that. Let's do this combination of things, shall we? All right. Hey, this is a Kohaku. In case you guys wanted to see the back of it. You know, I still like the aluminum Kohaku more, but the PC one's nice. Oh, I still need this actually. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Down, and then we'll start doing some stabilizers. We're gonna be using some cherry clip-ins. A little bit of cherries. All right. Missed the chance to use my subscription message to request the Manta V2. Never gonna stop till I have one in my hands. We are considering it heavily. I'm gonna say it from my perspective, I'm honored that you guys even like the board. It's been a stressful process overall. I'm just glad you guys like it, man. Hydrate? Got you, man. Alright. One of a few Manta builds this week. CF plates. We got this. Put this to the side for now, and some stabs. How am I feeling? Like, hope your body's letting you have a brief period without sickness. I am A-okay in the sickness department. I do think, again, I want to keep it a buck with you guys. I do think I need a mental health break. Sooner rather than later. Not from you guys. Love you guys to fucking death, but I don't know. I feel like some stuff has been getting to me a little bit. We support the break, take it. If it sounds better than mine, I'm going to have to get CF plate with my Type Rs. I liked the way yours sound. I think a lot of people liked the way yours sounded. Yeah, I think I was very, not rude awakened yesterday, but like, I think I realized yesterday that like working until midnight and then getting up and then starting work the moment you wake up again, it's starting to like definitely take its toll. And then again, just being honest, like I do think there are some, I don't know. Just fucking keep it straight with you guys. Definitely like some people that have just been getting to me recently. Some things being, people being jerks. Alright, I need clippers. Let's get these ones. Oh, wow, you can see my legs with this new camera. That's crazy. That's wild, dude. You know we'll be here? Well, I'm not going to take like a week off or anything. I'm probably just going to take a day off. Like a legit day off. Alex has legs? Yeah. It's rare, dude. Alright. Something behind you on the wall would be nice. Yes, so let me tell you guys about some plans I have for this room. Room. I don't know. Sooner rather than later, I would like to make a pegboard or something behind me in which we can put up keyboards. And maybe even some sweet messages people have sent and stuff. So this little thing here, I think originally this was built for, I guess, a TV? Because it's two cabinets and then like a TV was supposed to go into this really giant cavern. But it really does feel like a fucking waste of space. And there's nothing underneath. It's just like a wall. So, I mean, the only other option I really have is make more cabinets. But like, I feel like, do I want a cabinet behind me? I don't know. Like, when you look at it though, right? Would a cabinet behind me look good? I don't know. I feel like I'd have to move my camera or something. But I think a pegboard and then using this just as like a little staging area for things would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna make a custom one, I think. They're not super crazy expensive. So maybe like metal pegboards? A metal one would be cool. Sweet messages, so a pegboard in which Adam will never appear. He's mean to me. Big TV with keyboards playing? I don't know if I'd put a TV. I feel like if I had a TV, I'd get really distracted. Cabinets with the keyboards would be cool. I had this other crazy idea, but it would require someone who knows woodworking, and then I think this would cost an arm and a leg. But I was thinking, how cool would it be if it was half a pegboard and then half like a drawer system in which you can pull out equipment and tools, but it also was very like aesthetic, and not only was a drawer, but kind of like you can use the other half as like another pegboard system. I don't know. I'd have to draw it out to show you guys, but have Bull build it? This Bull guy could. You're right. But yeah, I had some pretty cool ideas. Alex, I'm trying to Frankenstein my own cherry top Telios. Trying to use cherry ergo clear tops, but the housing is too tight. Ooh. Is that like a recipe like people have used in the past? If it is, maybe the older cherry switches. Oh, let's see. Literally what I wanted to do, dude. That is exactly it.
Donation for the Alex deserves a vacation fund.
Thank you, Darmok. I really appreciate the 20, man. That's very, very, very kind of you. Thank you, man. Damn. Love you, buddy. That's very kind. Like I said, I'll try to take a day off soon. I think I definitely, like, my brain needs it. Well, I don't think I'd hang really heavy keyboards from it. But, I mean, it would be so cool. I think I can even put, like, keycap sets in the background. It'd be, like, visually very interesting. The only other thing I was thinking of, but I think this would be very, very, Oh, shit, that's really nice, too. Thing is, I'd probably have to buy a lot of these, and this is expensive. Also not in stock. I was also thinking about just making this back area like a concrete style effect, and then just adding some shelving. I don't know. I think the pegboard idea is way cooler. And then I had someone suggest in the past putting wood slats up. I am worried. I do like the way they look, but I am worried that I'm going to hate the way they look the moment they're in here. I feel like the wood slats are a phase in design trends. And I feel like in a few years, no one's going to want to use them anymore. I just worry about that. I don't know why. Usually I'm not one to like care about that kind of thing, but I really feel like it's going to go out of style. I got a coiled cable from Epomaker. I'm also going to get TH40 from Epomaker with some purple lavenders. What do you think? I would say, in all honesty, just be a little careful with your Epomaker purchases. Epomaker support sometimes is a little bit so just be careful with your purchases from them, Bob. I've tried some of their product like on the side, and you know what, like it's fine for what it is, and I'm sure a lot of people really like Epomaker products. I'm just always one to look at like support and how are they going to service you if something goes wrong, you know. Yeah, I agree with Cheese. It is a kind of a get what you pay for, but if you like their cables, hell yeah. I haven't tried any of their cables yet. Okay, let's get some of this. I've only used Night and Neo stabs. What are you clipping off on the cherries? They're little legs. So that sounds really cannibalistic, I'm sorry, but their legs of the cherry stabs here, only Cherry Stabs have them. I don't think I know another brand that does this. Could get multiple, let's see. That's cool too. I honestly love the first one you linked, Niku. I think that would have to be custom made. It'd be cool just to buy that outright, but it would be nice to just find a store that sells it and have it customized, and then I can just order it. But yeah, I would have to pick up like a saw and stuff too, like a table saw, or get stuff cut, and then I think I need a rotary thing too. What do you recommend to lube stabs? Depending on what stabs, I recommend different things. I actually have a little article on my website that tells you each individual stab and my recommendations for how to build it. Or I guess how to lube it and stuff. Not Too Sweets, thank you so much for the tier 1. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. There are people just getting 10 of them and putting them vertical. Shit, maybe that's just what I should do. I'm worried it won't look as clean like that. Couldn't you write them off as their for stream? You can. The thing is, you still have to have money to do that. But actually, wait, let me explain to you guys some more stuff I was thinking. So, another thing that I was thinking, which you guys won't be able to see, is I don't have any like good lighting in this room except for the lights for stream, which I don't like having on all the time. So I was thinking about buying a floor lamp beside my desk. And then I actually went out to IKEA yesterday and I picked up, you know that little donut lamp? You can't see it because it's on the other side of the room here, but I swear to God, dude, just putting a lamp or two in this room already has made the room like feel completely different. So I agreed. I tried to enjoy lubing switches, but it's so tedious to me. Yeah, a lot of people hate it. So, there are some days, honestly, Peso, where I think I hate it too. But honestly, I find it quite relaxing. Most of the time. That is a good stand. I have the same one, literally right over there, behind me. My desk riser is from Grovemade, yes. It is. It's a little Grovemade one. Annual reminder that tax write-offs aren't a get out of jail free card. Yeah. You know, I think at one point when I started doing this, and I was like, oh, tax write-off. So essentially, what that's going to do is it's going to count against your taxes. Now, here in Canada, if you guys want the insight on this, if you own a business and you make, I think the threshold's $500,000 for the business income, which is very hard to hit. And I think that's that's after paying out employees and stuff. So even if you're doing really well, it's still kind of tricky to hit. For us keyboard people doing businesses, or even like content creators, it's very difficult to get up to that. But anyways, under $500,000, I think the tax rate is 12.5%, I believe. So if you keep money in your corporation, which there's reasons to do that, the tax rate is 12.5%. Now, if you're a sole proprietor, which means you don't have a corporation, you can still have tax write-offs. That would play a bigger impact on certain things. But let's just talk for the sake of talking about like a corporation. Essentially, the way that you can kind of look at this is if you were already under that giant threshold of $500,000, you're still paying for the product. You're essentially saving the tax on that product though. So the tax that you would have had to pay, like the income tax. So essentially, it's like saving roughly 12%. So it's interesting. Like I said, it helps more when you have brackets, like if you're like a sole proprietor and you want to go underneath brackets of some sort. But yeah, not super beneficial. It's just like a very small discount. And I know 10% is still quite a large number, but it's if it's actively making you money, then that's when you buy it for write-ups. Everything else is not relevant. Yeah. It's interesting though, because I had to learn a lot of this, and you kind of learn, you're kind of like scratching your head being like, oh, so some of this shit's just not worth it. Ambo, thank you very much for the Prime. Thank you. But you have to have the money, and it takes time to get the money back in tax deductions. Yes. There's a lot of like interesting things. I don't know. If you guys ever want to hear more about that stuff, like stuff I've learned, let me know. I recently bought a lamp and it's a write-off. Hell yeah. Save some tax money. That's it. Little discount at the end of the year. What is the best sounding switch you have tried? Very subjective. I personally think my favorite switch at the moment, it's the lamest answer, and a lot of people will probably go, ugh. I really like, I was going to say Milky Yellows or MX2A Cherry Blacks. I think past that, some other switches I really like have been the Obscuras. I just like how deep those things are. The Type Plus switches have been also very fantastic. I've been using those quite a lot. B-Sun switches are kind of sleeper switches to me. I kind of really enjoy B-Sun switches. So, B-Sun's nice. I haven't tried the Peacock switches yet, no. The TTC XPTs are great too. Depending on the item, I bought a piece of machinery that was $125,000. I wrote the whole thing off just for last year's taxes. Yeah, definitely depends on the piece of equipment too. You're right. 1000% does. Granites are under the Type Plus category. I like all the Type Plus switches equally. I've only tried 2, but I think both of them have been fantastic. Key Geek blue cheeses are my favorite of the Key Geek stuff. Getting a Clomcorn soon. I don't know your opinions on clones. I'm sure they aren't good, but it's genuinely a good 65%. Here's my opinion on it. I don't know if you're asking for it. Maybe that's what you're looking for there. Is there genuinely a good 60 to 65 that compared to something like that? Yes. For 300 to 350 CAD, I don't know if it's still available though. There are some O-ring boards you can pick up, and quite frankly, I think there's even, oh shoot, guys, what was that board? The other O-ring board that was like, was it Solaris? No, Eclipse or something? Oh geez, I don't remember what it's called now. Kronos. Thank you, Cheese Man. I think that one there's probably a little bit closer. Even the CBOS, I would say, is closer to that $350 Canadian price range. I'll be honest with you, though. When we're talking CAD, it's a little tricky because the Canadian dollar is fucking worthless sometimes, but... And as for my opinion on clones, listen, man, if you buy a clone for yourself, you do you. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do with their money, man. You know? Do I like them? No, I'm not a big fan of clones myself. But Neo is also hard to beat. Oh, true. Actually, hold on. The Neo 65 or 60 Core Plus. Just get that. Legitimately sounds fantastic for what it is. I keep forgetting that has O-ring in it. Just get that for the money. Do you know of any locally sourced organic switches from Canadian mom and pop switch manufacturers? I'm trying to be healthier with my switch choices. Maple syrup switch farm. They tap maple syrup trees and switches come out. Yep. There's so many boards out there. It feels weird to get a clone and support that stuff. You know, people probably are going to get mad that I say this stuff, but it's not so much that I feel like people buy clones for... I feel like a lot of people buy clones because of a few reasons, and this is not justifying or, I'm not trying to like whatever, but from my experience, it's been usually accidentally. They don't know. That's happened to a few customers. And the other reason is because they like the design of something, and like, I know this is a weird thing, and it takes some time to really like empathize with this a little bit. Sometimes people just want to like fit in like a certain thing, and yeah, like the aftermarket for said thing is just stupid, and it's really hard to get said product. So to fit in and make themselves feel better, and again, I'm generalizing one of many things of why people might get something. Because pricing could be another thing too. Maybe it's just the right price and they don't give a shit. Sometimes people buy things because they want to be part of that squad, you know what I mean? But I'm not... Listen, man. If someone told me... Like, I've had people say, hey, like, I don't know... Like, even just now, like, someone said, I don't know your opinion on it. Listen, if you want to buy it, you do you. Do I support it? I don't, because there's a lot of negative aspects that goes into this, and I think people who... bite off other people's work 24/7 are the fucking lamest people on this fucking planet, right next to resellers of Pokemon cards. Those guys are number one. There's obviously evil people above all that stuff, but I'm talking about lame people. All right, so people who just like steal things and bite other people's stuff, style, designs, whatever, lamest people on fucking planet Earth, bro. But yeah, one of those things. Like, what about resellers in general? They're all with Pokemon cards, all at number one, All the originals can go up to $300 CAD. It's just not smart choice when you can buy the whole other board. Yeah, and this is why I don't, like, if someone told me, like, hey, I bought a clone. Hey, man, you do you. I'm not gonna fucking judge you. I don't know why you did said thing. I don't know, like, your story. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know if, like, money was tight that month. You do you. But again, I think it's also important to realize, like, I am making my personal choice in which I don't ever want to buy those things. Knowingly buy those things anyways. Hopefully I never accidentally buy those things. Keyboard cloning used to be more of a thing, and I think keyboard cloning right now is for very particular hyped up products. That's all. I heard the QKL's Duo will be discontinued. I heard about that too, actually. I don't know why. We actually have had that a few times, I think 2 or 3 times, where I've built a keyboard. I think the first time it ever happened to me was I built a keyboard for a client. They sent it to me, I built it. Someone messaged me later saying like, hey, did you notice this like one little thing off on this particular corner? And I went to go look, I'm like, oh yeah, what is that? They're like, that's actually like, that's what makes it a clone. And we didn't know. That client actually bought it off someone else, and they didn't tell them that, and they bought it for a very high price point. So it's one of those things where it does happen and you can be kind of fooled, and it sucks. What do you think of the unicorn? Just like unicorn stuff? I don't know, man. I think all clones are lame. But you can't stop it. I've literally had my keycap set, Aether, not Glorious, but I've had that, and it's still there. I think you can literally go buy clones of Aether right now. There's literally clones of it somewhere online. I think like literally 2 months ago I went to go look, and they're still there. No, I didn't go to Record Store Day. I really wanted to, but I've been so busy. The unfortunate fact of the matter is people will have no lows sometimes when it comes to making money. So, from the legal standpoint, how is Kalam able to make profit off of Singa's design for the Kohaku? They just sell it. There is no legal standpoint. It's all done with this. This is the mentality. Ready? That's it. That's basically what happens, and they just go, "Fuck it, let's just sell it anyways." It's a shrug, bro. They don't give a shit. they don't care about the effort people put in for their brands, all that stuff. It is piracy, basically. It's also possible they live in a country that doesn't care nor enforce it. Yes, that's also extremely possible as well. But it's an interesting conversation, right? Because, again, I think you have to understand from a few different perspectives on why someone may buy a clone of something. Because even if you look at a very popular thing, which is like shoes, right? At one point, people were buying clones, or I guess knockoffs, or whatever you want to call them, of Yeezys, right? And at one point, those were, you know, people would have a hard time even identifying those. And I think still to this day, like, there's still lots of shoe stuff that gets cloned. And it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, people buy them because they can't get the original thing and they just don't have the money to do so sometimes. And again, it's one factor, but you gotta understand that too. Even things like Gatoron started as clones. I don't remember Gatoron's origin stories. I can't remember if it was the patent expired, but I think when you have a utility thing, though, for example, was it a clone company before? I don't remember Gatoron's origin story. Okay. But I have a different feeling when it comes to a part, for example, for something that you would have to use every single day. Like if I bought a keyboard, for example, off of, I don't know, if the patent's expired for something and it's a very like common product, I think competition's a very good thing, right? Competition for said utility product or whatever like that is never going to be a bad thing. Obviously, I think it's terrible if someone one-for-one clones another part of something, but sometimes that's what you have to do in order to like build something. I don't know, complex conversation, I guess, but I think there's like bits and pieces in which alternatives will pop up, which makes sense and it drives the competition for something to be a bit lower priced, but not so much for like a luxury designer items. That's kind of where I think it's like, really? Alex, I learned to never buy at Logitech again. I'm proud of you, Bob. They make like one or two decent products. Singa and TJR have done their best to get more units on the market. TJR partnered with Monaco and Elaine does rolling in stocks. Yeah. I don't know. I personally think if you're patient enough, you can get a Kohaku or a Unicorn. I know there are a lot of people's Grail keyboards. You just gotta be patient, that's all. Little patience don't hurt. I don't know if I think didn't the Unicorn or was it the Kohaku? Didn't they have like an open group buy for that or something at one point? Is it really that hard to get a Singa? I don't know at this point here. I feel like there's tons of releases. At least for Kohakus. I don't know though. Scooped, thank you so much for the 35 months.
Our child is almost 3 years old.
He's getting old, man. He's getting up there in age. There are switches that are terrible. No flex, no foam. Literally nothing good for $100. For which one? Sorry, Bob? Oh, for Logitech? Yeah, Logitech's... They've had 2 GBs for Kohakus and many releases of the Unicorns. I think more group buys for... Oh, no, like open group buys for... Did they have 2 open group buys for Kohakus? Oh, I didn't even know that. Theoretically, it should be easier than any other board to get Kohaku with how many are out there, but nope. I don't know. I feel like I see them all the time up for sale too. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of needing to enter a keycap GB to take the latest Kohaku release. Well, you guys know how I feel about that particular Ruberhose release thing. I don't know. I didn't really care for that one there. And I don't know about if there's like a new one too, where you have to buy the keyboard or keycaps to get the keyboard. I think there was a new one too, right? But for a ridiculous price. Are people buying it for those ridiculous prices though? Dude is really out here comparing Gion to Singa. Wait, monster. Pause for a second. We don't need to say zero brain activity detected. We don't need to have the attitude to go with. You can disagree with someone. We don't need to do that. Come on. We don't need to say stuff like that. We don't need to, we don't need to like drag down other people just because we disagree. Yeah, and I actually do think there is Gion hype. Just there's more products of Gions that happen to be in stock regularly. Singa cannot product at Gion's levels. Produce, you mean? I think they can. Listen, you have to. Yeah, they have to be real for a second. To make a keyboard really cool that stays really cool and hype, you can't just flood the market with a bajillion units of it. And it does seem like even when the market does have like an open GB for like the Kohakus, yeah, people sometimes don't have the money at the time and stuff like that. Like very limited releases of products don't always. If it was in stock all the time, I wonder if the Kohaku and the Unicorn would be as popular as they would if there was constant in stock of them. Like I really wonder. But I don't know. I do feel like Singa does not have the cash reserve. I don't know. I can't make that assumption. I don't know. I don't know what's in everyone's pockets. But anyways, we shouldn't be calling people names. That's all. Gion has equally as much clout as Singa. I don't know, man. I don't know, only because I've really stopped following clout-based stuff in this hobby. I literally do not care about stuff that's clout-based. Thoughts on the Bauer GB that's running right now? Fun board. I like the version that I built. But if you like the Bauer and want an aluminum version, then go for it, man. Rama apparently had quite a bit of cash reserves. Yeah. Also, hi, Tim. Wonder where those went. Who knows? Alex, any thoughts on a full metal case build? Like if you want to go with the custom Bob. I love them personally, but you know what? It might not be for you. I think if you're looking for something a bit more high-end of a product that you probably use every single day, why not? I think keyboards are going to be here for quite some time, unless we go to mind reading of some sort. So why not? Oh gosh, these clippings. My fingers are killing me today. I was trying to do something and they're like killing me right now. Tim Streamless? He doesn't stream very much. I can't read minds. No. Dude, E3, thank you very much for the Prime. Appreciate you, man. Love you, buddy. Ultimately, yeah, I agree with what Niku just said too. Like, there's demand for products, and people will pay for them. However, I think, again, speaking from my personal preference and personal experiences in life and stuff, sometimes it's nice to not give in to what's hype. And it's not trying to be like, yo, he's, hipster or going against the grain, but sometimes it's just literally a monetary, like, I don't want to spend money on the current hype thing. Being trendy is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's really fucking cool, but it also costs a lot to be trendy. So sometimes it's okay to miss the trends. Sometimes it's okay to not want to be part of those trends, or sometimes you just can't. It is what it is, man. No, I don't think Manta's going to be as legendary as those other boards are. I had to give into the Manta hype. Well, I appreciate it. Let me into your trend, bro.
You know what I will always give into? Your beauty, gosh. Alex.
This guy, dude. This guy's making me blush right now. That's crazy. I installed some new stabs in my board, and it was probably the most painful part. Stabilizers are a lot of people's pain point. Also, thank you again. I appreciate you, Intense. Good discussion today. A bit of philosophical and ethics. Yeah, I think it's good discussion. I think we should always welcome these kinds of discussion, but we have to be nice to each other. Listen, man. There's too many angry people in the world that have nothing else better to do but just hate on literally everything. Let's not give in to that. Let's not be part of that subculture of just complaining, hating, and whining. Smaller, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. I'm a little hype beast at heart, but I also still just buy whatever I like, no matter what the hype. Let's be real. I think all of us have our weaknesses, and sometimes we want to get the hype thing because we want to see what it's about. We want to see why things are being hyped up. With design and even somewhat fashion, because I think keyboards are kind of in that design aspect of things. Everyone's taste is going to be different. You may hate the trend, you may love the trend, but QWERTY keys has people out here thinking everyone can produce thousands of boards. That's just not true. It's always people who are not in manufacturing getting mad. Well, I mean, it's been a discussion we've had for a long time, right? A lot of times we talk about how QWERTY keys and even Wu Che to some degree has really shaped the hobby for expectations, right? We know that's a thing. I think the XOX70 was the first custom that got me hyped. I loved that board. What the hell? Hello? It's not gonna go on? Okay, whatever. Let me put these away. Stabs are done. Singa and their boards aren't for me, but good on them for making successful businesses. Listen, man. You know, I like Singa boards. I don't think I go crazy like some people do about them. But I really appreciate that people have like a passion for collecting a product. I think that's super cool. But I have seen like sometimes passion turns into toxicity and hoarding and stuff like that. And you know, there's a little bit of like a line. But who am I to like yuck someone's yum, bro? Also, I'm proud of Elaine for doing whatever she's doing, you know? She's killing it. There was one Bauer board going for 1,500 USD. Like recently? Make sure all these actuate nicely. Okay, let's do a little bit of tuning of the stabilizer. Are you going to go O-ring on this build? I don't know. I don't think I've used tactiles in the Manta yet. Have I? I don't know what to do. I don't know if the owner of this board's in chat right now. But it's funny because this is my first time, I think, even putting Gate-Around Type R's in here. And I've built this a bunch of different ways. I don't hate tactiles. This guy's lying about me. Exploring new horizons today. Alex, me watching keyboard videos and live streams for too long made me snap, and I have 5 keyboards now. All I ask is you spend responsibly, my friend. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, though, man. Life's too short. All right. I have Type R's in my Manta. Oh, really? What plate did you use? I feel like everyone's building with Type R's. You know I have another Type R Manta build I'm doing too? It's not the first Manta Type R. So these were spring swapped and then done with 204 just because I wanted to preserve some tactility, not as much as going too crazy. Keyboard build stands to what are these? Oh, these things. These things are amazing, yeah. Those things are fantastic. Oh wait, before I go too far into this build though, mil-maxing the spacebar. Let's do that first, just while it's easier to do. So I need this and our mil-max sockets. Right now I'm using aluminum with Type Rs, but we'll switch to PP to see how it sounds at some point. Do you like the aluminum though? What color Manta is on the block today? Machinist, and then I'm in the middle of getting it flame patinaed. I just ran it a butane. I literally thought I had so much more than I had, but I guess I didn't. Mind you, I did run into some trouble with my flame patina process today because the temperature was a bit colder outside, and last time I did it, it was warm. Oh well. Happens. No, aluminum plate's fantastic. You cannot go wrong with aluminum. I don't know if I'm going to flame patina with all my stuff around. I don't know about that. You know, what's funny is I was going to record it for you guys, but I was going to record when I flame patina my other one, like my personal one. Why is this all tangled up? But think of all the live stream fail upvotes. True. Can you flame patina me? Excuse? I want to make a cafe themed keyboard. Dude, I think there's already a few like that, and I think it's such a smart idea. I think having like a little store, but I think Tiny kind of sort of has something like, I don't know if she does like cafe stuff, but such a neat idea. Oh, also, for anyone who cares, there's probably going to be a little bit of a firmware update for solder PCB Mantas. The only update it provides is it fixes an issue where if you soldered in your own LEDs for the caps lock, it wasn't working before. So I need to send the file to Bull, but Bull will probably list it on his website. Just as an FYI. Forgot to send it to him today. If your torch ain't hot enough, it won't do anything. That's why heating in an oven is what a lot of people do. Well, I was considering doing that too. I was considering that today, but ultimately, I'm kind of glad I didn't even start that because I would have ran out of butane anyways. Thoughts on DCS? DCS. I'm gonna be honest, it's not my thing. I think I've already come to the conclusion that I don't love DCS. Some people though, some people freaking love DCS keycaps. A lot of people lack the oven or strong enough torch. Well, I think I'm lacking the strong enough torch. But yeah, I might have to do a trick to get it hotter. But then again, I'm going tomorrow to pick up butane. If I can't find the butane, I'm probably just going to pick up a better little torch. Because I have to do 2 of them. By the way, I don't think I'm accepting any more Patina Manta things. Unless I can find an easier way to do them and more efficient way. Too nerve-wracking doing them. I bought Patty. Were you here for the beginning of stream? I bought one from the hardware store this morning. And I brought it home. Literally was not working. Like, I can smell... I bought a propane one. I can smell a little bit of propane. But, like, I slowly twist it to turn it on. I've tried using a lighter. I tried using another torch. I tried using the... What is it called? The flint. Nothing ignites the flame. I tried doing it indoors. I tried doing it outdoors. I tried... tilting, it was just not turning it on. So I think something's wrong with that particular tank. Maybe like the propane they put in is just like, it's just old or something. I was kind of thinking that too. I think someone did return this because the instructions kind of looked crumpled up. So that's what I was thinking too. step caps lock. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna go pick up another one tomorrow, because if I can get that to work, because I already set up a little station to use it. If I can get that to work, it'll take me probably 5 to 10 minutes to do these, and I can probably pump them out like easily and take my time making like beautiful pieces of art with them too. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Home Depot next. Sorry, Alex, that was me. Oh, my bad. So if I got a bad spacebar, reach out to the vendor and ask for a replacement spacebar set. Oh yes, if you ordered like a keycap set and it's missing like a keycap, I would definitely reach out to the vendor. Or if it's a bad spacebar, like it's really warped, yes, for sure, absolutely. Can you try the white gasket socks first? Yeah, believe it or not, Drew, the socks are my least favorite of all the mounts. But I've had a few people message me saying they loved the gasket socks because they like the bassier sound. Ow, this one here is hurting my fingers. Okay, you can stay there then. Type R's live up to the hype, dude. I mean, I was blown away with Type R's, so. Can the brightness for the Manta caps lock LED be configured? Yes, that's what the fix is. Wait, for the hot swap unit? That I don't know. I was also told that there's some like funny business with QMK and VIA when it comes to LEDs. Oh, Conan. Send me a DM right now and I'll send you the update. The new update file. So you can flash it. Anytime, my friend. Split gasket dumbbell setup. Got you, pent up. Alex, what is the most expensive switch you got for a build? Oh, there was those high rose cherry orange ones. Look up high rose cherry switches and you'll see what I mean. I didn't buy them, but the client sent them over. Yeah, I don't know, was it a Keyco? I don't remember which one it was in, but I built with them once. I was nervous to build with them. I think, how much are those? Like $7 a switch or something like that? Actually, now I'm curious. Can someone look them up? Woof, I know. And then I think I also used an Alps switch that was really expensive for another person. But I don't know. I barely ever use Alps stuff, so I don't remember the price of the name. But I know they were also very expensive. But I think singular switch that was really, really expensive. I remember I had to source this for someone, and at the time they were hard to find. They might have come down in price now, but it's a man. Someone has to help me out with what these are. But you know that cherry switch that like locks into place, and then you can click it to unlock. Does anyone remember the actual like technical name of those? For some reason it's like are they just called MX locks? Those are expensive too. Were expensive. I don't know if they still are. Let me get you the file, Conan, 1 second. Thank you, Lynx, for the tier 1. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I have one somewhere because when I bought them, they threw in an extra one, which was nice, but it was kind of expensive. 1 sec. Here is the file. So I need to send you Manta bin 3. Okay. Try this and let me know. Aren't they wait, they're $30 a piece right now? Oh, 30 cents. Yeah, when I got it back in the day, it was like $4. So that was kind of expensive for a singular switch. Wait, and so how much are high rose oranges right now? BCPs made sense though as to why they were expensive, because you need to harvest 3 switches. So I've always kind of understood sorta BCPs. But then again, Franken switches I think need to go off the table for expensiveness. I don't think they count. I think it's unfair Depends on the color. High rose probably $5 each. Whoo! God damn. That is expensive. No, thank you. Hyro's got nothing on OG's Nixies. How much are Nixies though? Bro, when is the build Encore 2026? I will try to find when I'm building that for you. Give me one moment, please. Build. If it arrives in time, it will be this Friday, possibly. Which I know everyone's going to be so upset that I have to cancel the Nut 65 for like the 14th time, but the Nut 65 is not a board that I'm like in a rush to build at the moment. But it has to arrive on time first. Alex keeps depriving us of the... Oh, excuse. Gray Nixies are $20 a piece. Fuck, that's expensive. Yeah, I haven't used actual like OG Nixies or anything like that, but I've tried them at a meetup once. Pretty crazy. I think OG Nixies are $15 per, which is crazy to think about, man. I have MX Navies. How much are those, Dro? Almost done. Nut should be... Okay, you know what? The Nut 69? Get out of here, dude. No, they're just old Shipwreck. The most expensive Switch I have seen was at a friend's house. They were like $155 for 110. Were they fully modded? If so, that kind of makes sense. I mean, like... Listen, I know some people don't agree with me on this, but if you're buying a fully modded set of Switches... and someone takes the time and spends 3 hours and doing like 110, which I don't think 3 hours, it takes 3 hours. I think it probably 4 hours. The labor plus the materials you probably need for that and getting them all modded, that sounds kind of right. It sounds fair, to be honest. When are you building my Manta? Was I supposed to? It's an acorn. I wish they had called it the Acorn 65 because it's a freaking acorn. Bro, Atomic, they knew what they were doing with that keyboard, man. They knew calling it the Nut 65 would draw some attention. I'm anxious to see the schema. The schema is on loan to a friend right now. The prototype for it. Just for feedback. So far, the feedback was really good, so I'm excited to see how the schema turns out. Yes, I got it in, and you like sit behind me, so you can probably just grab it whenever you want. Well, it's not here at the moment, but MX Whites were rare as MX Greens for a few years. Was there just like a resurgence of them or something? Any plans on releasing another board? Yes, we're doing the Schema M60. Alright, time to solder. Ooh, this kind of hurts my eyes. I don't know why. The red on carbon fiber. It looks good, though. It does look... I mean, it looks gamer, like very aggressive. I like that. Alright. Let's move this. Gotta get a fan on. Is my Vaza sitting nearby also? Did you send yours over to me? Did you get one, Potato? I don't, honestly, I hate to say it, but like I don't remember everyone's Vaza green that I got. But I think Bowl would have them all. If you did get a Vaza green and you had me commission it, Bowl has to send them to me. Alright, let's solder. Time to solder here. Let's actually put this away first. And where's my solder? Where the frick is it? There it is. What are your preferred springs? I still like light springs. Light springs have always been very, very nice. I think preferred brand, I'm still a fan of those Kaidi springs. Those are quite pleasant. Ow, solder splatter. I'm the casualty. Chewies are good too. I've recently just used a bunch of Chewy switches and our springs, and I think they're fantastic. Yeah, the Kaidi springs from Unikeys are very nice. Well, I don't know if Unikeys made them, but they carry them. Pretty fair price. Swag Keys does make some good stuff. They do. Thank you for the recommendations. Oh, dude, everyone here is so nice. You like 65 to 75? Yo, honestly, I know this sounds weird. Recently, I've been using 65, 67 again. There are certain switches I do kind of like the 65 gram, but it is very different to type on 65 versus like 50. I'm gonna end the stream, I think. Bro, it's the gram of the Switch. You look beautiful today, Alex. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you, man. If you're taking off, you have a good day, my friend. What's a decent mid-range 200 to 300 USD, 75% keyboard in your opinion? What's out there for 75 right now that's half decent? The Neo 75?
43 with the sex kotos.
Kip, thank you so much, man, for being here. What, 43 months is how many years? Almost, I mean, not quite 4, but halfway through 3? Thanks, man. Still, that's crazy. $43 years, yeah. Alex, your mods are bullying me? I'm getting silenced? Which one has it been in particular? Is it both? Adam or Enid? Which of the A's? I used Gator on Inks with 70 gram springs for like 5 years straight, and now anything else feels alien. You get used to it, right? Your fingers like just know the particular thing, the weight. They know. And they don't like change. Perfect. The new Sonnet's 300 USD. You could get a new Sonnet for 300 USD if you want to stretch the budget a little bit. Definitely a possibility. I still think the Sonnet is probably one of the most beautiful 75s out there. Personal preference, of course. I used tactiles for too long. When I tried linears, it was very weird. Yeah, you kind of have to, if you really haven't tried a certain switch for a while. Like, you know what felt kind of weird to me? I recently used clickies again on a board I have built with the NK clickies. Man, it felt like a weird experience. You'll be a beautiful at 75 too. Oh, dude, thank you. Appreciate you. I'm sure you've answered this a question a bunch of times. Will there ever be a Manta round 2? If everyone's happy with their Manta round 1 and people want a round 2, then I'm sure it'll happen. But ultimately, it's up to if you guys like the board enough. That's all. It'd be cool to run a round 2 for sure. Sonalis. I think Bull's units are coming in sooner actually than he thought. I want to say a V2, but we're not sure 100% what we're changing yet. Like, we haven't gone to the drawing board yet. We have some ideas. When Tifu made the keyboard and introduced my kids into the hobby, I wondered how many kids were like, Mom, I need 165 keycaps and $400 keyboard. It's for school. Yeah, the teacher said I has to get it. So, you know. Any word on extras? So the word right now is there hopefully will be extras. As to how many, not a whole hell of a lot. I'm going to be honest, guys. For 2 reasons. A, we ordered according to what we thought it would be, you know, what we need. And B, we actually didn't anticipate this many people wanting extras. I think it's a humbling experience, though, for real.
"18 months with the one and only Mr. Otos."
Alric, thank you so much for a year and a half, man. I appreciate that, dude. Dude, nobody ordered Motorsport. RedTube, did you build yours, by the way? I don't think I asked you, or if you did tell me, I don't remember the answer. I'm waiting to snag a Tangerine. I'm waiting on Motorsport. Typing on it now? What'd you build it with? Cut pics? People are starting to learn that you can't rely on extras. Nope. Extras are usually done, if you guys want the secret sauce, extras are done on a percentage basis usually. So usually there's like a formula in which vendors will kind of be like, okay, so normally if we order this many usually sell extra, and they kind of base it off of past experience and have a percentage. So vintage blacks and alu with TX tabs soldered, my PCB is fine. Yeah, oddly enough, because you were the only person I shipped from Canada, I double checked all of your parts. So this is even before we knew there was a solder issue, like a PCB issue. So I knew shipping to you, none of your parts had issues. I actually double checked your PCB ahead of time. I QC'd it all. Are you still using dielectric grease? I am, but only on cherry or Duroc. Nothing else. Thanks, man. So for the Tangerine SE, is it all copper and no orange? Correct. Tangerine SE technically has no tangerine. Which is kind of funny. You have to just get regular schmegular tangerine. I don't think many Tangerine SEs sold unless you just wanted the polycarb top. I think it was a rather low number. But I think the rarest of all the colors is either just the standard black Manta or Motorsport. I think those are the rarest. I mean, I don't have any LEDs on me right now, so unless the client wants it, I can always install it afterwards. Pretty easy to put it back in here, but besides, I don't know if many people use indicator LEDs. A lot of people don't get those special GMK keycaps for it, you know? Can you please have Schema with the same orange as Tangerine? So for Schema, we're actually planning to do like a lime green. So we're kind of continuing with the fruits, you know? But we're doing a lime color opposed to a tangerine color. However, forewarning. Bull and I discussed we are considering potentially not, we don't know, maybe not running a raw bottom or a raw fin for the schema. But we're unsure right now. We may swap it out for something else. We'll see. Have you heard anything about plastic PCB manufacturers raising prices as well soonish? I think they already have started raising their prices. Because I think even GMK's prices have started going up in price, right? That'd be cool, AC. Will you do like a different material for the fin? Well, we have some ideas in mind. But the reason why we're probably not going to do raw copper is because it is a smaller piece. And raw stuff requires a lot of extra QC, and honestly, at this point here, there's been some interesting expectations for raw that we don't think we can always meet in terms of like what people think they are getting versus like what we can actually offer and what we disclose to offer. And there also seems to be a bunch of weird confusion with the raw stuff. Again, just keeping it a buck. So maybe it's just something not worth offering. We're definitely going to do maybe brass. A raw brass would be nice. Definitely. All right. Let me just quickly grab. What about going brass instead of copper, not raw? Brass I think would be fun even as well. Because raw brass patina is a little different. You know? Patina's ever so slightly different. It's actually so much easier to wipe off this stuff with no diodes on the back. Perfect. To be fair, there's not many proper info when looking up raw keyboards. I get what you mean. That's also a fair thing to say as well. But if you guys want a good rundown on what to expect, I think expectation shouldn't be perfection in this case because, dude, I've already seen people say within a week, like some fingerprints have already caused patina. So even when you open the board and you're handling it, you're gonna cause it to be a little bit non-shiny. Now, let me quickly get something and show you guys this. I'm not going to use it right now, but hold on. So I actually got this. It's a brass and copper cleaning kit. All right. You can get any brand you want. I got this one here. Don't use the sponge that it comes with. Just use a microfiber cloth. I'm not even kidding you guys. Any sort of imperfection will just go away. And honestly, if you guys want to keep it clean, just if you hate the patina that's been causing it, just wipe it down with that. Literally makes it brand new feeling. All right. Now let's take this apart. So again, this is the Machinist. I've already slightly done a patina on the bottom, but I ran out of butane, so it's only 25% done. This was the first layer. I don't know. Honestly, today's been a very frustrating day. But it's turning out really cool so far. Essentially, I want to make all these small patterns flare up on the fins, and then I want big patterns to flare up on the things that are not the fins. But it looks really cool already. It should be really fun when it's all done. I think it'll give some nice visual contrast from the bottom copper and the mid, the base copper. So should be really, really, really fun. All right, and then I'm going to polish the inside for the client today, but that I'm going to do later because I've already kind of handled this a little bit. full copper Cloud9 Grand Machina version in RAW. Oh boy. That would be something. Do you know if TickType is still a part of QK? I don't know. Okay, so from what I understand, TickType is like a child brand, but not really at the same time. I think they just have contracts in place for using QK's machines or something like that. Something to that effect. I don't have a brand of screwdriver. I just use the Geon screwdriver. Hi, Dynamite. How you doing?
Hi, Alex. Hope you are doing well.
Okay. The TTS just the TTS had a good one there. Banger? Yeah. I was gonna buy GMK Snail if Geon delivers. The Geon delivery was more to me than it was in the past. Yeah, dude, shipping right now also has gone up in price because of gas stuff, right? I don't know if I'm gonna apply the force break to the weight. I think I'm actually just gonna apply the force break to the bottom of this piece of copper, since it really doesn't matter which side we put it on. Dude, this is so cool looking. And I'll show you guys when I finish polishing this too. I'll show you guys the difference. So just take a look now. There is some you can tell like the heat has gotten to this a little bit, or the humidity or whatever. I don't know. The different temperatures has caused us to like discolor in certain areas. I'm sure a little bit of this has been like me handling it as well. Even though I had gloves on earlier, by the way. It's just heat from your fingers. And I think some of this is just also like stuff from the factory as well. But all this goes away because the fin was kind of the same, but the fin was spotless when I cleaned it. It was crazy how different it was. All right, I guess I do need to take off the fin. You know, it's funny. I took it off earlier and I was like, I'm just going to leave it on. But then I have to take it off. Wait, no, same bit. Dude, I have a camera bag that I got as a gift that I fucking love, but I do not remember the name of the camera bag, and there's no branding on it. If you give me a moment and remind me here in a bit, Spicy, I'll show you, because it's right beside me, but I want to focus on the keyboard right now. I have a few camera bags. Ultimately, though, I'm looking to get rid of some. I have a Manfrotto one, which I thought I would be doing like way more traveling, but I didn't, so... Okay, I think the goal here is to put the force brakes on the inside of this. I think it makes more sense here. Just so we can have, this looks like a face. I never realized that. It looks like a face of some sort. I'm also not going to apply the feet on today. Only because I have to do some more patina. So if you guys are going to be sad that I'm not applying feet, I apologize. It does look like that, Lynx. Oh boy. Told you, my fingers are in weird shape today. I can't get these stickers off. Okay, I'll do that one there later. Actually, it kind of makes more sense to apply it on this piece, now that I think about it. But I've only done it on the fin so far. It doesn't really matter. First, Alex deprises of nut, then he deprises of feet. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, everybody. Why are they literally awesome GBs open constantly. I need more De Niro. What's open right now that you were looking for? It actually looks more like the 2005 Robots movie from Paramount. Which one's that one? Sounds awfully familiar. Okay. Let's put this back now. I'm running out of room for boards. Oh boy. You're talking to the wrong person here. I have no helpful commentary on this. Literally none. Where is my alignment here? There we go. Perfect. The tile rug overture picture is so good. Thank you. Yeah, I like the way those photos turned out. I completely forgot about the movie until now. Apparently, really? Robin and Ian McGregor is in it? What? Wait, how long ago was this? What is a force break? So, when you have two flat pieces of metal that contact each other, right? And they're, is the word perpendicular? I think so. Essentially, they're like this, right? So let me show you. When they mate like this, if it's two flat pieces of metal, what could happen is sometimes, depends on a lot of things, but sometimes there could be a little bit of a gap, there could be something in between there, or there's just room for it to move, but it could vibrate and then cause resonance, right? So what happens is parallel. Yes, you're right. Parallel is the right word. What happens is this essentially, like it could do that. It could shake a little bit. What the little pieces of tape do, those little force break materials that I sometimes use, is it'll provide absorption or a filler so it doesn't do that. Right? And it eliminates said metallic resonance. Okay, next up. Let's put these on now. Now, I haven't tried this on the copper, but I know the trick to doing this now. If you guys want the trick to doing these properly, apply them like this, essentially, and don't fold the flap backwards. When the keyboard top goes on, it'll just naturally seat properly. It's actually way more sticky on the copper than the clear anode version. Interesting. Oh yeah, it's like way more sticky on this. Alright, so note for next time as well. Why didn't you see the Robots movie when you were like 15? I don't know, man. Honestly, like when I was a teenager, I don't remember a lot of the stuff I did. Dude, that board does look really good. Oh my god, I cannot get these off today. Please! What are you doing? Got it. Gotcha. Really hope I won't destroy the PCB of my machinist when it arrives, planning to mil-max my PCB. What do you mean destroy? Have you ever mil-maxed before? Or you mean like that? I think you'll be A-okay. I'm gonna lose my mind right now. I'm struggling with my fine motor skills today. I should be getting sent one. I don't know when said board is coming to me though. But the answer is yes. All right. Next up. Dude, this is a shiny piece. Milmax will, if you use the right sockets, it will not bottom out. The Milmax sockets are no thicker than the hot swap sockets. Depending on the sockets you use, I would probably just use 3305-1, which I've used already on the board, and it's fine. I messed up the Milmax sockets on one of my Manta. I couldn't get one of the sockets out. Ah, did you actually like flood it or something? I mean, it is what it is. It happens. I get it. Okay, so hold on. We were asked to actually build it to the client spec right now for this, and I think they said split gasket dumbbell setup, please. So I think what they mean, we'll start with the white. I think what they mean is this. And then the full gasket socks on top? Is that what they mean? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe if they're watching, they can tell me. You are correct? Perfect. Yes, this is a fun way to build the Manta, actually. The prototypes are really cool this way because it allows the keyboard to have still a brighter spacebar. But I'm actually very curious in how this will sound with this. Pretty fun. So this is essentially what the gasket combo should look like. Is GMK copper too much for an all copper Manta? No, I don't think so. I think it's good. Also, Pentup, how do you like the start of the flame patina? If you want a different type of pattern, because I'm only doing this for you and one other person, you let me know, because tomorrow I might experiment with a different torch. But if you like the pattern, I'm going to keep going with this one. All right. Okay, no feet on this today, just because I still have to flame patina this. Okay, so I'll keep with the smaller bursts. You know, it's funny. A lot of people have been liking the smaller bursts of flame. All right, sounds good, friend. Sounds good. Sexy colors. Yeah, this whole board's sexy. All right, last little bit here. Oh, also, another tip for you guys, too. If you guys feel like you want the board to be a smidge brighter, just take out these little silicone dots that act as alignment in slight force breaks. They're more so alignment pins, but if you guys don't like the way your board sounds, maybe it's like, oh, I want it to be a bit brighter, just take them out. They're non-adhesive, so feel free and experiment. Would you be able to show us how you're patinaing? I'm gonna try to record what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh, didn't have that aligned. Do you sell those stub stems? Yes, the only ones that are available on the website right now are the MX purples I did. They're filmed and spring swapped and lubed, but that's the only ones left. The stub stem is solo like pretty quick. Dang, thought you kind of wanted the purples for yourself. I found another batch. No, I didn't clip the purples yet. So I have another batch I lubed a while ago for myself. They're not as nice as this batch, but I don't need 2 batches. Damn. It does look great, dude. I plugged the daughter board in. I know I did. All right. Now, keycaps to use for today. You sure? Santa guy. Yeah, I did. God, it makes me second guess myself. All right, let's go find some keycaps to put on. This freaking Anna guy, dude. How about copper? Someone mentioned copper. How about we do copper? Ooh, BRG would look sick on this, actually. But I kind of want to try copper today. Someone mentioned if it would be too much, and I kind of am curious now. Plus, I think it's an excellent fit for today's board. Is it bruise? What is this? I mean, you can't. I mean, there's gonna be. It's gonna be very difficult to mess up. Like, so you put on here to mess up. Going with silver, I think, but to complement the bottom of the board, I think this would be cool. Yeah, it's super hard to mess this up. When am I building the Juna? The first week of May will be the build day. First week, and then I think, stop spoiling. My bad. And I think, here, I'll try really hard. I think there's a few other fun builds that week as well. Yeah, the Encore will build very soon. This is GMK Copper. Very, very pretty set. I'm trying my best to not spoil the sound. I'm really trying, I promise. Do you know if Dynacap works like any other MX board if you get a custom plate in ECPCB? I think there's limitations. I think the answer is no, but I'm also not the right person to probably ask that. Is this a little off-centered here? Oh, no, there it goes. Might have to readjust this a little bit. It seems like I didn't solder that in 100% the way I want. I don't know if it's just the keycap. I'll figure that out later. That's a later project when I open this back up. You know, I really like the way the clear coat at Raw Anno feels. Does anyone else have any feedback on that got one? It has this like really unique, really smooth feel. Very happy with it. What do you think of Curative menuing the Juno? I think it's a fun thing to see. Competition's good, man. New menus are good. Like to rely on people like DDS that seem to be causing some issues, to say the least. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. Yeah, this has been super easy to clean. My machinist version too. Like, there's been a few times where I just grab a microfiber and I clean it. It's been super easy. Super. No, I don't think they've made anything before. Here's a better question. Are you guys buying Greg? Are you guys going to be purchasing the set that shall not be named? Wait, where's my step caps for copper? Huh? Thank you. I appreciate the sub tan. Love you, buddy, for 3 months in advance. Wait, where's my step caps? I'm upset right now. Where the hell is it? Pause one moment. I ate it?
Clapping my feet so hard right now, you woo.
Weesh. Show us the tray. Am I just like... No, it's not here. Did I misplace it? Okay. Interesting. I don't know where my step caps lock is. It's gone forever? I don't see where it would have gone because it's not like a keycap. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's not a keycap I would have replaced with anything. My bad, I stole it? Oh, that's why. You have it. My bad, my bad. Hold on, I have maybe one area I can check. It's in the walls? I don't know, dude. Sometimes there's been mysteries of things that has gone missing for me. Actually, do I even have confirmation that I had one? It was on the key cult prior to this, and I don't think I used it on that. Okay, I'll find out afterwards. It's right there? Don't say that. I'm gonna look crazy. The Oto's Ghost? No, there's no step control. Although I wish more sets had that too. Is it in the CF Manta before? Or how we used the CF Manta? No, I think this is the first time ever. Okay, hold on. Is it here? No, because that's the only other place I have a few keycaps. No. Because I have two areas where they could be. What the fuck is it? Did it fall out of the box?
God damn, dude.
Okay, well, I don't know where it is for right now. Dude, is it here? Your you know what mine is? No. Where is my step caps lock? Ain't no way. I've been making sure I put all my keycaps back when I'm done too. Oh my gosh. Give me a moment, guys. I know the last border was on, it's not on it anymore. Alright, well. What a bummer. What, dude, is Beyblade? Dude, I want a Beyblade. It's like so much fun. Alright, well, I'm just gonna grab a random step caps lock then from another set. I don't know where mine went. Maybe it fell out. It probably fell out of the package or something, and it's at the back of my drawer or something like that. I'm just gonna steal the one from Sloth. Because it's kinda close. Not really, but kinda. Whatever. For now. Don't judge me. Please. Like I said, it's a Monday, man. This is how you lock. No, dude, I've never done that with copper. I've used it like twice, copper. Whatever, man. I don't know where it went. Dude, I've used copper literally 2 times. So I have no clue where it could have gone. No, no, no. After this, I need to take it off immediately. Whatever, man. Did it fall? Like on the way from here to there? Whatever, man. Whatever. Just let's see how it sounds, okay? Caps lock. And this is with no feet on, too. Damn. Just to like, I guess, just let me see something here. I just want to see if I put the... I know this is not a terrible way to do this, but just to kind of get it off the desk pad a little bit.
Princess, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why never wanna rehear you say I want it that way.
Princess, thank you. I appreciate the dono, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I don't know, man. This sounds great. Ooh, the CF. But then I think the other fun thing that I've seen a lot of people kind of do recently is this. This has kind of been the hot thing to do with tactiles is mix and match a little bit. So I've seen a lot of people put a linear in their tactile build for the spacebar, and it legitimately sounds super, super cool. No, that's illegal. I have an idea of actually what'll sound really nice in this. Yeah, I have an Obscura in this. Funny enough, Maze, we had the same idea. Yeah, you know, okay, feeling-wise, it's not a huge difference in sound. I missed 10... When did I miss 10 gifted subs? What the hell? When did that... Did I take off my headphones or something? Rar, thank you so much! Oh, did I get up to go look at the keycaps when you were spiraling? Oh, when I was looking for the caps lock? Thank you, Rar. Appreciate you, man. I didn't even hear it. I definitely was just hyper-focused on finding my stupid caps lock. Thank you, dude. Come give me a hug, bro. Come here. As soon as you stood up, go figures. Do you guys like it with the linear or the other one here? The tactile. What do you guys prefer? Ultimately, it's up to the client. I'm going to send them a bunch of space bars to try out. E-hug. It does. Honestly, I kind of prefer it this way. Like, me personally, I love linear spacebars. Feeling-wise, they're very nice. Oh, really? Like you wouldn't like the tactile mix? I mean, ultimately it's really cool. Try a different spacebar for funsies right now too. I like the sound, I don't think I would like the feel. Type R's are the only tactile I like in the spacebars. They do sound pretty nice in spacebars, I gotta say. Is this the cheese? This is a cheese switch. Let's see how this sounds. You know, the copper base on this, I haven't built too many with the copper base. I think I've only built the one was the prototype. The copper base is a thick sound, dude. It is nice. Sounds amazing. Yeah, I think no matter what we use here, I think we're going to like all the space bars, so. I tried clickies. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I could with like one clicky or all clickies. Yes, I will be reviewing the Heisen soon. I don't know when though. Man, type R's are crazy. Oh, a silent. I don't even think I have a silent for the spacebar right now. That'd be funny though. All right, well I'm gonna leave the type R in here because the type R did sound really nice. It's like super deep. The whole, no, this is modded with 204 and then also spring swapped. Are bro thinking building such a keyboard and make it tap anonymously for real, bro? Wake the fuck up. I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. Strong, what did you say? Bro thinking building such a keyboard make it tap autonomously? Strong, what's going on? Type R are very tactile. They're very tactile, I'd say. Well, the only disappointing, please send a cheese. I'll send you cheese, Obscura. Let's see what else we can slap in here today for extras. I mean, a cherry switch would, oh, this is a vintage. I don't know how vintage though. It's a vintage one though. And then what else we got? That's not what I want to use. Hold on, I have another. There's something in here that I want to try. A Sonia switch, but I think this one's broken. Oh, this. This is a, what is it, a Kiki? Is this a M2 or something like that? I can't remember which one this is. I'm gonna try this one. That's gonna be really deep, I think. M1, that's what it is. Let's try an M1 switch. It sounds very similar to the Obscura. That's the one for me. Yeah, this is also very nice. I'll send you a whole bunch. Well, excellent build. Excellent build. I think Type R's and Manta, I mean, even if the Manta probably sounded like poo, I think Type R's would carry. Type R's are pretty nice. Let's do a milky yellow. Thank you, Pro. I appreciate you, man. Why do some people hate copper bottoms? Oh, I mean, it's a totally different sound signature, dude. You know, like, in my opinion, copper bottoms lean deeper. And, I think tactile switches suit the copper bottom keyboards very nicely. But yeah, they just lean to a deeper sound signature, which is not for everyone. I hate Gatoron switches. What did I do to the Type R's? I just lubed them and spring swapped. Gotcha out. I love Gatoron, please. I don't like their lubing though. Lubing stinks. Yeah, you know what? These all sound good. We'll send you a whole bunch. Granite switch. I think I put a cherry in there. Yeah, I think there we go. Here, you can even have a silent switch. Do you like the plus? No. Spring swapping is always fantastic. Why spring swap? Because Gatoron springs sometimes are a mess. But you don't have to. Put it in. You guys want to see what it sounds like in? What do you think of the Zoom 64? You know, the Zoom 64, I think, had a lot going for it. It's one of their nicer boards of recent times. That's for sure. Wait, this is not silent. Oh wait, maybe this isn't a silent switch. It just didn't sound like it had any sound when I was clicking on it. Ah, my bad. This is kind of nice though. Those are the her heart switches, I think. Wait, these are nice. Holy, that's a nice spacebar. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, dude, this might be my favorite one so far, actually. Damn. Cool. Well, fun build tonight. Very fun build. You can thank me for that. Yeah, for real. All right. I didn't see you reply either, but I want to try and sun bleach my anno. I don't know, actually. You might have to ask around. Maybe someone who's a bit more, like, not specialized, but, like, knows more about that. I don't know how long that would take to sun bleach an anodized keyboard. I don't know. Should I flame Patina my Neo 60 core? Hey, man, if you want to have... It's up to you, ultimately. But if you want to have fun and try something new with your stuff, then go for it. You can always kind of reset it, though. Like, don't feel like, for example, even this. If I make a mistake on this tomorrow with the rest of the flame patina I'm going to do, you can always... Gosh, my desk pad is all fucking crooked. You can always just put a little bit of copper polish on it. If you guys want the one that I used exactly, it's this one here. You can use different brands and stuff, too, but... just use this. Use a microfiber cloth. I think the instructions here say just to, like, use warm water. It literally disappears. It, like, erases off, dude. So you don't have to feel, like, locked to this. Just don't use anything abrasive. That's all. I took a Dremel to the QK65 plate and fricked it up. I think because you used the word fricked it up made me... Yeah, I mean, you could frick it up a little bit. Well, good build. I love the side profile. I'm so happy with the way the side profile turned out, man. So glad how the Manta turned out. Me too. Like, I will say there are a few small things, if I'm being completely... Now that I've built a few of the production units, there's two things I would probably change, and they're not even that important. I would change the level of stickiness on the stickers. That'd be nice, because we didn't know that the clear coat would not be very sticky with the stickers. Like, we didn't know that. And then the only other thing I would possibly change... Actually, no. It's just the one thing. That's literally the only thing I wish we would have had some foresight into, but I don't think we could have ever known that. All right. Honestly, the whole project turned out great. I know there were some people asking about, like, why the internals of the weight. So not the internals of the keyboard, but the weight inside. Some people were asking about the sharpness of the areas there. We can't do anything about that. We have to have those areas a bit sharper in order for everything to sit flush on the bottom here. That's why this piece looks so good. if we had these like beveled or something or whatever, it would kind of take away from this piece. Like this needs to be a bit sharper and stuff too, right? So, all right. Ooh, hiccups. Well, very happy. I'll show you guys the progress of Flame Patina probably this week. I hope the client's happy too. Cool. Yeah, very, very nice. Turned out great. Turned out really freaking great, dude. The patina's turning out good already. Like, this turned out fantastic. Where's my other? So here's the difference between like a non-patinaed one and a patinaed one. Very different style overall. But the patina has so much character. This is already slightly starting to patina in little areas. You can kind of see. I've been very like, I haven't really touched this very often. Been trying not to. There's also a thumbprint here that's starting to patina ever so slightly too. I've tried wiping this off 1,000 times with the microfiber cloth. It won't go away. But I love the deepness of the color here though. This looks so good. All right. Carbon fiber patinaed. That'd be fun. All right though, guys. Pretty much the stream. Let's sign off with our Manta board here. I like the contrast between the fin and the bottom here. Me too, actually. All right, who are we rating? All right, dude. So we're having a good time vibing. You're all good, pent up. I'm glad you like the board, man. Turned out fantastic. Oh wait, you're celebrating 420, Alex? Oh, the only thing I'm going to be celebrating with. I kind of honestly wanted to a little bit, but I had no time today, man. I think my version of de-stressing tonight will be going to go play TFT for an hour or two. Oh, the camera bag. Let me show you. Now, I don't remember what this is. I will say, though, I think this was a little bit spendy, but I like this. This is like the camera bag I usually use. So essentially what this, how this works is you can throw your camera in here. It has like some crazy like nice locks and stuff. And you can use it a few different ways, but like essentially it just sits like this. And it has like, you know, you can pull out the camera from here if you want. You can just zip that back up. But this has kind of like been my go-to. But then you can also front strap it and it's all adjustable. So when I need this, I can quickly grab that. You can also put things underneath if you have like a tripod. I don't know what they're called. These little string things. I don't know what they are. And then when I'm not using the camera, I literally just have it on my back. So, but yeah, this is like the one I usually use. I only like this one here recently because it's angled in such a way where I can keep my hand like this and not have to feel like I have like a bulky bag. You know what I mean? So I will find you guys the link tonight. I don't remember what this is called. But they're like this is like small batch stuff. So this was actually even hard to find in stock. The hoodie, it's from Dark Sport. I think it's a workout brand. I don't know, it was like $50. I like that it doesn't scream expensive camera gear. No, honestly, I get a lot of it looks like a purse, which, dude, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm glad this doesn't look like there's a camera inside. Yeah. Like, it has really nice clasps as well. Like, it's all metal clasps and stuff, too, which is great. Yeah, it's all leather, yeah. No, this is leather. Yeah, and then if you want to hide the tassels, you just literally throw them inside, and then it disappears, so. Thanks, Shush. I appreciate you, man. I've been following this project more closely than most GBs, and it's very interesting. A big lesson to myself and hopefully others that people running the project have a lot of control on how much support the consumer gets. Dude, it's so true. We've been very adamant on making sure that if there was a hiccup, which there was, we take care of it. You know, we make sure. No, it's not a magnetic buckle. It's one of those like... Shit, I actually don't remember how this works exactly, so let me bear with me as I try to remember. Like I said, I haven't really gone out in a bit, but it's essentially a buckle in which you pull this little string thing, and you pull it to loosen it up, and then you can also bring it up here to tighten it and stuff, but then, again, you can just loosen it and stuff, so. What happened? What am I doing? But yeah, it's pretty nice. Little carabiner here too, if you want to take it off completely. I don't care what Bull says about you. Yeah, he's pretty mean to me, huh? This Bull guy. That freaking a Bull guy, dude. Don't ignore me, commit. What am I doing? What am I know? Gym this week? Yes, probably tomorrow. Because I'm not streaming now tomorrow because parts get delayed, which you guys don't know about, but tomorrow. This has taught me to be even more selective with whom I buy from. Yeah, man, like listen, I'm not saying like we did everything perfect, right? Like it's a learning experience for everyone. But the thing is, in which I truly believe in, is if you're gonna do something, especially sell a product, one of the major things you have to concern yourself with is after sales support. And I know there are people who fucking strongly disagree with me. But listen, I've spent a lot of time with keyboards. I kind of understand the back end of a lot of stuff too. It's so important to have margin to keep after sales support done properly. And obviously that requires you to be in the right mindset as a company owner or whatever to do so. I get that. But I see like a lot of people, they don't understand or they don't want to be viable. They don't want to be understanding that sometimes a keyboard will cost something like extra, so there is after sales support. Like sometimes people shit on Mode. I've seen that. But Mode provides really good after sales support, right? They do. Even Novel Keys does, like a lot of the bigger brands do. And sometimes when you're paying a little bit of a premium, like that's what it is too. Like if you get something that got damaged in transit, like you want the company to help you, and you paid $100 for the board when you know it should have been like $150, $200, but it's on the cheap, and then the company's suddenly not there. Well, people complain about Mode, for example, because they think, for what it's worth, the Sonnet is too much, or the Encore is too much, or the Envoy is too much. But again, all these things need to be like factored into the cost of a product, right? At the end of the day, the company won't be viable or running if you run off of like $10 worth of margin. Like if you make $100 from the project and you sold to 300 people, what do you think is going to happen when someone needs a replacement? Anyways, that's all. It's not condoning high prices, but it's trying to have some understanding on maybe where prices could come from, and then making a decision from there, right? I recently got 2 endgames, Event Horizon and Pangea Mini. Really glad I'm on the Bull train. Hoping for Manta R2. Well, yeah, it might come there. You guys are doing everything in your power to help make sure everyone's taken care of and you're communicating with people, and far too few people do that, especially in something like keyboards, where it's set up kind of different than most other things. I often try to get the best deal available, and that won't work out well in Keeps. I think it doesn't work out well in Keeps because of how small scale stuff is. Do you even like Mantas like that? Kind of weird looking. What? Wait, what? Mantas like the animal? I like Mantas. Extras in stock? They will be, but I don't know how many there are exactly. We do know, sorry, but we don't know how many will be available to purchase. We'll see. We shall see. But alright, guys. Let's find someone to raid real quick. Also, Baron, unfortunately, if you're still there, my friend, unfortunately, no luck still. They haven't responded if you're still in chat. Or I'll just type to you afterwards. Alrighty, let's find someone. Yeah, Baron, actually, before I hop off here, let's raid Patty. the last thing they basically told me, like I told you, was the group buy hasn't finished or something, or they're still making more rather. But that's all they've really said. I haven't gotten 0 responses on an extra PCB for you. All right, let's grade Patty. The moment they respond, though, I'll DM you. Thanks for trying. I could try. At least I could do. Thank you for the stream, Stashmart. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy Patty's stream. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good next 24 hours. Try to stay warm, stay safe. You know, be kind. Love you guys. Bye.